Morning. How are you guys today? Hello, my queens. Hi there. Shelton, tomorrow women. Okay. Wow, I see. The sobriety police are here today. Hello, anointed. Hi, blessed. Wow. Oh my God. They're filling in. They're filling in. Okay. Hi, better living. Hi, Miss Do Better. Hello. Oh my gosh, it's just filling up. I'm thanking God for this. Oh yes, please have a seat, have a seat. Oh my goodness. Oh, we just filling it up today. Hi, courage. Hi, strong will. How are you doing? Oh my goodness. Oh, look at strong self-esteem. Oh, knowledge. How are you, knowledge? Wisdom. Hello. Hello. Yes. I saw you yesterday. Okay. All right, wisdom. Wisdom is doing things. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. High success and successful. How you two doing? Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. Well, let's get it started. Let's get it started. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I am here, your sister and the sister keeper, me, Denise L. Jenkins, host of this podcast, People Like Me, PLM for short. Okay, because I am my sister's keeper. That's right. Well, today's topic is a very important topic, and it's a topic that should be discussed among us and everyone else. Listen here. Now, we all have a responsibility as Black women and men. We all have that responsibility to protect our children from becoming victims of racial acts. Okay? We must protect them, and we are responsible for their education on our history. Okay? Now, the elders here, hi, elders. Oh, I see a few young people. Hi, hi. Oh my God, I am so glad you are here. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, there are so many issues in Black America today. And like I said, it is the elders and Black parents. It is our responsibility to teach our children our history. Okay? Who could do it better than us? Right. Now, the reason why we need to keep this open is because our generation, this generation, right here, right now, is lost. They are very lost, and that comes in and brings Black on Black crime because their history, they don't know. Our history, they do not know. And that's dangerous. It's very dangerous for our kids to not know. Only Black mothers have to teach their Black sons how to behave if a police officer pulled him over. And this is important because a lot of young Black men have been killed just by being pulled over, not having their seatbelt on, making the wrong turn and being pulled over, and then killed by a racist cop. Okay? So it is our responsibility to teach our children of this generation and the generation to come our history so that our history does not repeat itself. Do you understand? History has a funny way of repeating itself, and we are not exempt from that. Now, you all know our history is strong. It's a heritage to be celebrated and recognized in America because of the black on black crime situations we have here, senseless killings, killing each other over senseless matters, coming together to form an alliance so that we could fight for a Black history class in our schools. This is something we need. We need this because this generation is killing each other. You are literally watching our children kill each other. It is not good. Now, we got to remember, I know our ancestors suffered as well as you do know this. And when the slaves was freed, the only thing they knew as generations came is that we came from slavery. And that's what they thought back in the 40s and 50s and 60s, is that that was it to us. We were slaves. But nowadays, we know we come from kings and queens. We know the history of kings and queens, royalty, scholars, builders, educators. We were not born to be slaves, but it happened. And our children need to know these things. They need to know the why, because everyone is always asking, how could they do that? How could they do this to each other? It is not the big picture. It is not being seen. It is not how. It is why. And the why reason is they do not know our history. And there's no Black people fighting for it except for a handful of us. I am at the top of the list. I see a lot of things daily in the Black communities. I watch the news every day, not just in my area where I live. I watch the world news as well. The miseducation of our children is awful. Our Black leaders died for the greater good of us. They fought for things like equal rights. They fought so hard and they were strong. And that was a great reason. As I grew up, as I grew up, I started to learn things about my people. I began to learn that we weren't just slaves, that we came from kings and queens. I learned that when in Africa, when the kings went to war with each other, whoever won conquered the kingdom of the other king. And he sold the Black people that was left over, the soldiers, the queens, the children, to Europeans for money, for gunpowder. And I know that we were rounded up by our people. They had no choice. They had to go back and show them where more Black people were. And that's how we got here. Our children need to know that. They need to know so that they can respect each other more, and especially the Black woman and the Black little girls. If you knew how Black women were used as cattle to produce baby after baby, then you would treat us better. You would cherish us. You'll stay with us. In those times of our ancestors' slavery, the Black family was split apart because of the slave trade. Nowadays, Black men are just walking out on their family, leaving their sons behind and their daughters unprotected. No visits, no time spent. A lot of young Black men are angry because of that. They had no positive role model in their lives. So now they're walking around in a man's body as a lost little boy in a grown man body. Disrespectful teenagers, disrespecting the older Black woman and the young Black woman and the older Black man. All of this stems from not knowing the history, using the N word like it's cool and it's cool. It is not. They need to know the history behind that word as well, how painful it was, used badly to hurt, belittle our people. A Black history class is so needed. We have to fight for this. Our Black leaders were slain for the greater good, as I told you before. Slain. They had power. They had power to change our minds, for us to stand up for each other and ourselves. We're mistreated and killed not only by racist white people, but by our people. Someone needs to communicate to these children about our history because they're dying. They're dying at the hands of their own people. Now, I get emotional, guys. We must remember our ancestors. We must remember that we came not only from slaves, but from kings and queens as well. And this is why we need to do it. So that history does not repeat itself. I have never seen or heard a Jewish person calling themselves a name that Adolf Hitler gave them or racist whites. I've never seen or heard Asian people calling themselves the names that they were labeled. I've never seen it. I've never heard it. Latin people, Mexican people, no. I've never heard them say these things to each other, slapping by like it's cool. That is not cool. The one thing that I love and admire, one of the things that I love and admire about Jewish people is they have not forgotten the Holocaust. And they do this in remembrance of their people who were slain and killed for no reason, just like our ancestors. But they remember it. And they do celebrate just to remember. They don't want history to repeat itself. We should not want history to repeat itself. The underlying problem is the fact we do not know. Well, this generation does not know their heritage, how important it is to stay in school, to appreciate having a roof over their heads, a floor to walk on, indoor plumbing, education, opportunities that are out here for Black people. They won't go and get it because they are stuck in their minds that what they are doing matters, and it doesn't. The Jim Crow letter, a lot of people wanted to tell us that it didn't exist, but it did. If it did not exist, then why are Black people turning on each other and killing each other? Now, you know that part is in the letter. Oh, my fellow slave masters, don't kill the niggers. Don't hang them and cut off their genitals, set them on fire and hang them from a tree. Don't do that. There's a better way to get rid of them. Put the light skinned ones up front, the dark skinned ones in the field. Bring the fair looking ones in the house. Turn the young Black woman against the older Black woman, and the young Black man against the older Black man, and vice versa. Senseless killings stems from that letter and lack of history knowledge for our children. And this generation has gone array, and they are very disrespectful. Instead of them going out getting summer jobs, they like to hang out in the hood, form gangs, and kill each other. That's not good. They put these things in each other's face. The young Black woman trying to put in an older Black woman's face what she did with her man, parading around like she won a Nobel Prize or she invented the cure for cancer, and the only thing she did was give herself to a married man, someone else's man, coveting. The same thing goes for the Black guys too. Oh, I took his girl. I got his woman. I came home and took a N-word whole family. And they brag on these things like they actually did something. And they did nothing at all but break up a happy home. Not the slave master breaking us up anymore. It's us. The select few of us. Because we are not all the same. We need to learn that standing up for something meaningful, coming together is powerful when we come together for a good cause. A Black history class is so needed, so we have to fight for it, not each other. Fight for better educations. Fight for a Black history class. Oh, I see you when you point out such things as police brutality. My mayor is a Black man, and a situation came about here that a woman was suing a white cop in the police precinct he was from for brutally killing her son. And our mayor said these words: how come when something occurs with a white officer taking the life of a Black man, You all like to picket, rally, and sue. But when two black men get into it, black boys, black women, and kill one another, or one killed the other, you do nothing about it. You grow up together, have babies together, kill each other. And that was true. He wasn't speaking on something he heard. He lives here, so he knows it. That was a silent, very silent message. If you didn't get it, I feel very sad for you because what he said was true. Half of us think that Black Lives Matter, and the other half do not care. And that's who racist white people pay more attention to. They pay more attention to the blacks who kill other blacks and the blacks who are educated, and we are moving on using our education as a ladder, a tool, a weapon, not our hands. This is an epidemic. It is. And we need to stop it and pay attention. Put that on a talk show. Put that on a TV segment. Put it there instead of doing all these other things. We got to pay attention to the root of problems among blacks and black communities in the inner city. This generation is lost. They are not educated. So black parents like myself teach their children that the N word is not good. It is not nothing to just celebrate and sugarcoat. It is not. That's why you think when a white racist person says that to a black person, they get beat up. It's okay if we do it, right? But if they do it, it's wrong. Come on, man. Stand for something because you're falling for anything. Stand up for something. Stop the disrespect. It's summertime. It's summertime. And instead of these guys going out to get a summer job, they rather graze around in the hood. They think it's cool, it's comfortable. They become pain freaks. Pain freaks. They are in pain and they want to bring pain to others. That is not cool. It is not right. It is not fair. Stop me if I'm lying. This class is very important. Very important. When they learn about Fred Hampton, when they are taught about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Stephen Biko, Nelson Mandela, Robert and Mabel Williams, Shirley Chisholm, that will give them some kind of a thought of, wow, Shirley Chisholm was the first female and black to be a senator. We got to do something to save these kids. We got to do this right now while they are twigs, and we can bend and shape them, because when they become a whole tree, they have to be chopped down. That's why you see senseless killings, because they've hardened and they have accepted the mistreatment. We have to defend ourselves against our own people in the hood. That's not talked about. Why not? Stop me. Please stop me if I'm lying. Someone, somewhere, a group of people feel the same way I do. But we need to come together for this. Our Black leaders were slain because they wanted equality. Change is great and wonderful. Drugs are a form of slavery. Probation is modern day slavery. Parole is slavery. Come on. Stop me if I'm lying. These kids need to be educated. I thank God that He chose me to be the mother of my children. I thank God He chose me to be the mother of my youngest. He's autistic and beautiful and wonderful. And he does not like the N word. He does not. One day we were at a gathering and someone walked up to him and said, "Hey, little N." And he turned around and said, "Don't call me that. Do you think I'm stupid? Do you think I cannot be reasoned with? Do you think I'm a wild animal?" And he was only 10 years old. And the guy that said that was well off in his 40s. Do you see where I'm coming from here? This generation don't have a hero. I'm here to be the shero for my sisters who are caught in slavery in their minds by a demon substance. But I cannot overlook the fact over the reason why we are being mistreated and killed. Why it is so easy to give up on yourself instead of fighting for something. That's not what we're supposed to be doing. I look at other places where they have put Martin Luther King name on in these areas, and it's always in an area where there are blacks with high crime rate areas. Stop me if I'm lying, please. All of you out there glorifying that word, all you people need to listen to me. There's a light on our whole entire race, no matter where we go. And if we are a powerful nation of people, then we need to stand together and stop hurting each other. You need to know that at night, when blacks were asleep, a black man and his wife and children, that their windows got bust out, burning crosses on their lawn. Emmett Till snatched out of his cousin's house and killed because of something a white woman said about him. They cherish their women. You don't cherish your women, black man. You don't. And it's evidence that you don't. Just a select few of you don't cherish or respect or protect the black woman and the black girls. If you had just a little, just a little faith in yourself and in our people, things will change for us. But until then, we won't have to struggle. We will struggle trying to get away from our own people. There's a great divide in the Black community in the inner city. And the divide is Blacks who stand for something and Blacks who do not. Blacks who change their lives for the better and Blacks who just sit down and watch and hate. It is not fair that we are not pointing that out. Every Black politician around the world goes, they want this and they want that, but they are not talking about a Black history class. All these rappers with all this money, Black actresses too, and actors. Oh, yeah, you're the elders if you have forgotten. We are responsible. And if we can reach them, let's do that. Do you know on Tybee Island, it was a home built by a Black man and a Black family on Front Street on Tybee Island. It was our history. They tore it down. Where were you, prominent Black people? Where were you when this was happening? Buying yachts and throwing parties, crazy parties. Uh-huh. It was an orphanage here. They closed it down. I was there when I was a little girl at Greenbrier. This is not cool. You see, that's why they can walk in our neighborhoods and not get harmed. White people can walk in our neighborhoods in the roughest, toughest areas, right here in Savannah, Georgia. But a Black woman with a addictive past cannot. A Black man who trying for the better cannot without being criticized, picked on, talked about. That's not cool. My brother Ahmad Aubrey was jogging in a white neighborhood and he was gunned down. But yet and still, white people can walk down this street and any other street in Black America, jog by, ride a bike, walk a dog, and not be touched. What's wrong with that picture? What's wrong with that picture? How come when we stand for something, we get gunned down? Sandra Bullock was right. Oh, yes, she was. She dead right. And all of you are dead wrong for what you do to your own people. The elders, we are responsible for the education. We are responsible for the education of the generations to come. And right now, while they're little kids, right now, teach them. I have my little boy to watch history movies with me so that he can appreciate what he has. So he could see. Am I the only one? Am I the only Black mother doing this? Am I the only Black woman being criticized instead of uplifted for an accomplishment such as leaving a bad situation, dark days, praying to God, stop me if I'm lying. We need to come together, fight for a Black history class. If you do not, history will repeat itself. Because there's something I pay attention to. When it comes to racist white cops and white people jumping on Black people, killing, mistreating us, look, what I see is that they don't care. Being a police officer is a career. That's a career job that you can move up the ladder. But these folks don't care. So it got to be some kind of hidden secret there, don't you think? Because they kept doing it. They didn't care. They kept doing it. Every time you turned on the news, it was happening. Some of them still don't want us to live in their neighborhoods. Oh, yeah, ask Eric Jenkins and his friend how a white woman called the police on them and a band of racist cops, white ones, kicked their door in, assaulted them sexually, shot one of them in the mouth to kill him. Come on. And I can't sit on my front porch and I live in a Black neighborhood? What? What? Stop me if I'm lying. And I can't go anywhere? My sisters are always judged? My brothers are being killed by us. And racist white people. Our ancestors couldn't go nowhere, nowhere. All across America, there was slavery until they stopped it. Why do you think they killed Abraham Lincoln, man? He signed, oh God, to stop slavery. Why do you think he got killed? Why do you think Thomas Jefferson's name, his face, is on a nickel? Because he was in love with a Black slave. Do you get the picture now? Do you? It's summertime in the seaport. It's summertime in Atlanta, Macon, Warner Robins, Gwinnett County, Forsyth County. It's summertime. There will be senseless deaths. I tell you the truth. There will be. We gotta uplift our people. We all we got right now. We have to come together for this. History is so important. It is. I feel that way because I feel it for real. I stand for something. I'm a single mother raising a Black man. I'm giving it the best I got. Some of you guys don't even visit your kids, don't even call them on their birthday, miss Father's Day. They know it's Father's Day, but where's their dad? It doesn't matter who you with. We do not care about that as single Black moms. Some of us. I know that I am one. My concern is him spending time with his son, teaching him how to be a man, teaching him how not to disrespect me or other women, anyone. teaching him work ethics, teaching him the important parts of his body that only a man can give to him, telling him why this is why I can tell it to him. But if he hears this from his father, it carries more weight. So, black men, do not let your sons grow up to be a pretentious absorber, absorbing the wrong characters through music, through movies, and what they see in the hood. Black mothers, stop blaming your kids for who you chose. It is not their fault. They came here because you chose that man not around. So you should not be abusing your sons and your daughters and telling them, you just like your no good dad. That is not good. It is not fair. A young black man mom told him his dad didn't love him. She kept him away from his father. But when he was old enough to meet his daddy grabbed him, hugged him, showed him proof that he did try to send him things such as support, child support. She could not open her mouth and to defend herself because everything that this black man said to his son was true. I, on the other hand, and black women like me, encourage our son's father, come get your son. Spend some time with him. Don't let him get comfortable with not wanting to be with you. Do not let them get comfortable, black fathers, not wanting to spend time with you. Don't do that. Someone has to teach them. Let me tell you guys, one day, my son, he's autistic and I love him because I'm specially designed for him and he's especially designed for me. One day he got a little fresh out the mouth and I immediately jumped on the phone and called his father. And I said to him, come get your son because he has said something I do not like. He did something I did not like. And in the process of me telling him about it, he caught the attitude. So instead of me abusing my child, telling him bad things about his father, I called his father and he came. But it doesn't make up for lost times. It don't make up for someone telling you not to come and visit with your kid. How can men do that? If you have a woman in your life, black man, and you got a woman in your life and that woman is insecure about you being around your son's mother or coming to the house to spend time with your son and she got issues with what you do for your family before her, if she got that, that is not a woman. That's a little girl in a woman's body because a real woman would not even want a man who do not take care of his responsibilities. No, they would not. A real man will not try to divide a black mother from her sons, down badden them, tell them he got to leave. It's either him or me. That should not be a choice. It should not be an ultimatum there, nothing. Stop me if I'm lying. Stop me if I'm lying. A lot of these guys are jealous when they see a black father and a black mother getting along because their father wasn't there. And their mother didn't have time for them because she was too busy looking for another guy to fill an empty space. When all the while, her company, her forever friends were right there with her. That's what I call our children. Our children are our forever friends, our forever best friends. Whatever we go through, they go through too. Your forever friends are your children, and they will always be in your life. Be careful who you choose to be around them. Be careful of that. As elders, we must teach our children Black history. We got to fight for them. We have to fight for a Black history class. Yes, we do. This is important. If you have nothing else to stand for, come on, then that means you're fall for anything. Come on, stop me if I'm lying. We cannot mourn the loss of someone we don't know. We cannot do it. So what we have to do is not accept that there's classes in school that have President's Day in Black History Month. We cannot accept that. The shortest month of the year. Do you see the irony there? I hope you can see that. I really do. While you all around here celebrating the 4th of July, that's not tradition. Tradition is to celebrate June 19th. So when you know something, do it. Because I see a lot of people, a lot of Black people, oh, they get the best outfits, cookouts, red, white, and blue. When I do Juneteenth, because that's what I do now, it's African, red, yellow, black, green. That's how I get down. How do you get down? It's time to come together, guys. Rich Blacks, middle class Blacks, Blacks who live in the inner city in poverty. We have to come together and fight for a Black history class. If we don't do that, Black on Black crime is going to continue. It's going to get worse. Okay? We will lose our people to racist cops and white people. That's racist. All white people are not racist. I know about the Quakers. You see, I had someone in my home who taught us about Quakers. But let me tell you, when it came to educating us about Black history, they did not know that we came from kings and queens. So that's what they taught us was Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. That was it. Robert F. Williams and Mabel Williams had to leave. They did nothing wrong. Robert Williams did nothing wrong. He helped a white couple out and freed them from a band of racist white people. He kept them, him and his wife, inside to protect them. Do you understand? And when they saw that, they called the police on them and said they called the police on Mr. Robert Williams and Mrs. Mabel Williams and said that they kidnapped those people when they were only protecting those people. And they sought for him. They sought after him to kill him. But he escaped and he went to another country. He went to Cuba. He went to Japan. He stood for something. We need to stand up for a Black history class. It is so important that we know this. It is so important to the next generation. So if you are a mom and dad of a new generation, it is important that you teach them. Teach them what you know. Teach them. My mother told me that back in slavery days, that if a Black slave was caught reading, they get their tongue cut out, an eye poked out for even looking at the words. Their tongue cut out because they could read. So what they had to do was play dumb for master. Play dumb is what the older slaves would tell the younger slaves. Their younger siblings that was only 9 and 10 working all day in the field picking cotton. They had to tell them to play dumb. Play dumb for master. But don't ever believe that you are dumb. Stop me if I'm lying. This has been Denise Jenkins with another edition of PLM. People like me. I am my sister's keeper. Therefore, I shall keep my sisters out of harm's way. I love you all very much. Enjoy your Saturday. And please remember, share, like, subscribe, and send your comments to Our Father's podcast. Have a great Saturday. Celebrate your freedom. Okay, we about to soar to the sky. Love you.